About 10 o'clock this morning, our EMS medical director, Dr. John Jew, was contacted by the Port of Portland about an inbound flight said to have an ill child on board that had come from Africa, and there was concern that the child could be having symptomatic Ebola virus disease. As a consequence of that, Dr. Jew went out to the airport to gather more up-to-date information and to be available to greet the flight when it arrived. Before the flight arrived, we were able to verify a couple of key points of information, including that first, the flight had actually entered the U.S. in Atlanta, and a similar evaluation had happened there. And the information that was verified is that the child, who is a Portland metro area resident, was on a scheduled visit to Nigeria, a country not affected by Ebola currently, and during their time there had not taken any side trips to any of the affected countries, nor had they entertained visitors from any of the affected countries. So our assessment was that the child was at zero risk of having Ebola virus disease. Once the plane arrived, Dr. Jew boarded the airplane and came off with the parents and the child. Again, triple-checked and verified the travel information and exposure history. Dr. Jew is also an emergency department physician. He also assessed the child and determined that the child was not ill. Consequently, he released the family to proceed on their way without the need for any additional follow-up. After that, he briefed all the passengers on the airplane about the slight delay in their departure, and then remained to answer questions for any passengers that might have had them. The diagnosis was not Ebola. Ebola was not even in what we call the differential diagnosis. There was no risk of Ebola. The whimsical diagnosis was too much junk food.